What's up, guys? Welcome back to the rod shop. Today it's flipping cold outside, and since I don't do cold unless I absolutely have to, we're here in the relative warmth of the rod shop for two reasons. The first reason is to help you catch fish in this nasty cold front we've got going on. And the second reason is to let you know about your new channel, which is dedicated exclusively to helping you build and repair your own rods. Stick around. So the first reason we're here is to help you find fish. Now, the last few days have been extremely cold for Florida. We have been in the grips of the worst cold front of the year, with yesterday's temperatures being down in the low 30s and this morning's temps around 40 degrees. The good news is most of that cold weather is over. Thursday and Friday afternoon, the highs are going to be in the high 70s, close to 80. The bad news is they're not likely to be where you caught them last weekend. This weather has moved them at least a little, and the techniques that you were using last weekend probably aren't going to work, at least in the morning. So where are you going to find these fish? Well, the last few cold mornings have dropped the surface temperature of the lake probably to the low 60s, shocking these fish, sending them to one of two places, I think. The first place I'm going to look is the heaviest mats that I can find close to the spawning flat. So what you're looking for is thick clumps of matted vegetation like hydrilla or hyacinth mats. So with these really cold mornings, we've also had clear bluebird skies in the afternoon, and these thick, dark patches of vegetation have soaked up the sun's heat and have warmed up the water underneath the mats, and the shallower you can find them, the better. So I'm going to be punching these mats with a stick bait. First one I'm going to use, everybody knows what it is. It's the Pippinator, and that's in plum apple. The other one I'm likely to use is the 5-inch Stickler Pro, which is a Senko knockoff, and this is electric bluegill. Gonna pitch it in, get it through the mat, either with a heavy weight or with the technique that I showed you a couple weeks ago that Larry has named power punching now. Good job, Larry. So you get it through the mat. I'm gonna yo-yo it slowly just a couple times. If I don't get bit, if I don't feel any weight, I'm gonna pull it back and I'm gonna do it again. And that's gonna be hours of that, most likely. The second place I'm gonna look is out on the edges of deeper water. These fish are likely to have backed out off the spawning flat and are suspending about 6 feet below the surface over deeper water. The water temperature down 5 or 6 feet is not going to be significantly affected, and it's going to be in the 70-degree range somewhere. Now what I'm going to use is a suspending jerkbait. Now this is the 6th Sense that Nathan beat the crap out of me with a few weeks ago on Cypress, but this is a great bait. I know they were eating it. It looks like a shad or maybe even a baby bass, and I'm going to present this very slowly. It's going to be cast, reel it down to the depth I want it, and it's going to be twitch, wait. Twitch, wait. Or I'm just going to do a very painfully slow retrieve, stop it, let it sit, twitch it, let it sit. You are basically slow worm fishing with a jerkbait. Now, the reason you're doing this is the water is still colder than these fish like. And even though you are looking for a reaction strike, these fish metabolism have slowed down. They're not going to be as active, so you have to give them time to react. I'm going to be on the water Thursday and Friday, but probably not until the afternoon, giving the sun time to get up and warm this water up as much as possible. And if I were you, I would schedule afternoon trips instead of morning trips. Just my thought. Now for the second reason that I'm here today. Because there was such a demand for it in the previous rod shop videos, I'm going to teach you guys how to build and repair your own rods. But I'm not going to do it here. This is the fishing channel. This is the community that I've talked about in many of my videos. But what I have done is I've created a second channel, FDX Custom Rods. These will be the tutorial videos of everything that I know about building and repairing rods. So to sum up, if you're going fishing this weekend, I would try to schedule it for an afternoon trip. I'm going to be fishing in the afternoons, and I'm going to be fishing in one of two ways. I'm going to be punching the heavy mats, or I'm going to be throwing a jerk bait over the deep drop-offs. And if you don't know how to find deep drop-offs in your lake, watch this video. And if you're interested in rod building, watch this video next. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.